BZM, kind of the star of this game from the core perspective. 16-4 on the Nature's Prophet. That early Orchid really snowballed him into a very powerful position.
No, I really like this itemization. Like you said, the Orchid early to shut down Abed, you go the Maelstrom to then scale, but then you go to BKB to also like be able to team fight and build good items with the Skadi and the Satanic. So yeah, 1dub definitely looked like the slightly better team here, but still think VP, they've got things to show, as they had some good moments in this game as well. It's more about, it's the mid game. You gotta be clean against these tier 1 teams.
Yeah, we were talking up that Abed Storm Spirit. He didn't get a single kill, actually. I didn't realize that until now. That's really shocking. But it just wasn't the game for VP. Got online a little bit too late, as we're seeing some replays here. 33.
It's like there was one fun moment, or maybe not so fun.
The light shine in his eyes, and he just got enraged.
And he didn't like that one ray.
That one ray of sunshine in his eyes, just too much to handle. And this was a really good getaway from Pure. That early earn.
I did like it. I think it's very cool. Of course, they had that one misplay in the lane where they gave a bit of a game to Saberlight. But I think here too, like you saw VP making some good moves, and getting some good kills, quite deep, forcing some TPs. Because they killed 1dubs early tier 1. Like, so nice. And it's like just overall nice as well. Like, you get the arcane runes, you can play around it overall, and yeah, I think that next time around, it's the one thing VP should talk about is their mid game. That's kind of where I think they dropped the ball, like the minute 20 to 25. Because yeah, I think that's just where 1dub kind of took it. Because they're good, but they looked a little bit shaky all throughout.
What do you think needs to change in game number 2?
I don't even know if the draft needs to change that much. What was this? I think Raven's Claw. They should take that one out. A very good item.
I'll give you Claw. You want me to do that?
Yeah, do it.
Really? Yeah. Kezu always complains when I dig in a little too hard. His shoulders are very sensitive.
I have a bad back.
You've touched my shoulder.
Yeah,
how did we get on this conversation?
I don't know what I'm watching.
Because I said Raven's Claw or something.
I literally don't know what I'm watching, but okay. Woogie.
Well,
Yes, they can. I don't have to.
9-4 in this game.
Yeah.
Not honestly, pretty good performance, but it felt like once he got online, they didn't really fully connect as a team.
No, I think his stat line is good, but I feel like stats don't always like really tell everything. He had a very free early game, and I still wonder if I either had just have a misread on this Ags, but I don't think it was good. And I think considering the early game he had, I don't think he delivered enough. Whereas I think you had some other people that kind of over-delivered. We did talk about BZM like earlier, who I think really made it happen. But to me, like if there's one thing to be changed, I think it's just more about when things need to come together, because earlier people can play for their own game, you get your own items, but eventually Dota is about the 5v5. It's about how you play the map, how you team fight together. And I think that's what VP need to step up for the next game, just in order to have a chance.
Yep. I would agree with that, Kezu.
You didn't listen at all.
I was not listening at all. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I can monologue for 2 minutes instead of 1.
I'm used to Cinder and just taking over for like 3-4 minutes, and I can just take a mini nap because I am an old man after all.
I still overall liked, I think Earth Spirit overall looks good. I think Hellscream had a very nice performance. I think maybe, like, obviously they have a lot of depths on the heroes, but I still feel that...
I mean, even in a loss, I feel like the Earth Spirit, every game has looked good. Doesn't matter which team.
No,
we have a lot of players that can pull that out.
Yeah, and I would still go as far back as to say that I don't think VP had a... I don't think they had a hero problem. I think it was just more about the gameplay, and sometimes things just don't come together. You know, you get caught off guard. I think there's also some vision aspect overall that 1dub got together in this game where they're just kind of outplaying you. I also really like the gem. Like when you play against TA, you need an early gem. You can't just let these traps like be around the map, give you vision and all that stuff. So I think 1dub, they just kind of got the better of them.
But I think Saberlight had a really good game for VP. They have some things that they can work on, of course, but it is just a single game. Actually, do you know what their record was coming into this?
2-0.
For both teams?
I don't know.
No, VP, I think, lost
VP,
one.
I don't know. I thought you were asking about 1dub.
No, 1dub is 2-0. VP was 1-1 earlier, I do believe, as you're going to check live.
They are 1-1. And they've played Earth Spirit also in all their games, like in the one game they won and also the one game they lost. And they played against LGD, which, honestly, they're a good team. So, you know, 1-1 score in that series is honestly not that bad. And I think even here, like they're showing in this game, it's not bad by any means. But if they can do like the same thing and then step up the mid game, I do think that's what I'll be looking for. If I'm Bulba, you know, I'm semi-happy with the things that are going on, but the mid-game, just getting people on the same
You know how you
page.
fix this issue?
You don't pick Storm Spirit, or what are you going to tell me?
You don't pick Storm Spirit. That's number one. Okay.
Storm was good.
It's too predictable. It's not about it being good. It's too predictable.
Okay.
Number two, you pick Fly Phoenix.
I love Fly's Phoenix. I'm on board.
Fly Phoenix and Saberlight Enigma.
No. I don't want Phoenix and Enigma. You had me at Phoenix.
What,
You lost
what
me
is
at
wrong
Enigma.
with that?
They're so high cooldown. They're both slow heroes. You need someone to you want people to go in for Enigma. You want people to go in for Phoenix. They're both
Phoenix
waiting
has
for
a
the same
dive. He goes in.
thing. And then he dies.
That's fine. He's a sacrifice. You sacrifice a chicken every once in a while.
Thank God you're not a
know?
coach. Let Bulba do the talking. Bulba, you got this. Don't listen to us.
Why would Bulba not do what I say? He respects my opinion.
Please, if this is true, Bulba, stop respecting his opinion. This is not good.
My goodness. Okay, so how do we fill even more is the real question here. 33. Will he be bothered? Okay, what is the over-under on him being bothered by the light? What is the over-under on a pause at the beginning of game
They've
2?
got the perfect light, so that will not be the issue. It could be the microphone. But if we want to talk more about the actual things, I think that matter. It's just more about the fact when you play against the best teams, there aren't moments and minutes that you can just drop. I think we talked about some of the itemization that just wasn't good. I think also when you play TA, you want more of the roaches that you didn't get. I can't tell if you're listening or if you're just blank staring.
I'm ready to
So
throw
shut
to
up.
an interview with the
Very
BZM.
good. Let's do that.
Thank you.
Hey there, I'm here with BZM of 1W Team. So over the course of the year, you guys had really good performances in most of the tournaments you played. You had good results, but I feel like you guys you declined to play in some tournaments. Is that correct?
I think we performed a lot on the offline tournaments, and when it came to the online ones, there was a lot of gap in between, and I think we didn't pick up the pace after the offline tournaments.
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer to skip some tournaments, or is playing all of them what we would rather do?
If it's possible, we would all like to play all of them, but
What's holding you back?
nothing is holding us back, but it's about you cannot keep up the same form you have, for 2 months. Let's say if you've played 2 tournaments you've played well in, then it's gonna get less likely to perform at the same state in the upcoming ones.
Gotcha. So so is a lot of the calendar year about trying to time when you get good, basically?
Not necessarily. It's more about how everyone treats the tournaments. If they treat them equally, then there's not going to be a problem. But of course, everyone is human, and there is a toll on everyone. Like how much you want to play, how much time you want to spend on practicing, on scrims, on new patches, on figuring stuff out, and yeah.
Where do you get the most? Where do you figure the most stuff out right now? Do you feel like you're getting it from scrims? Is it pubs? Mix of both?
Pubs is a really good place. I don't know if it's known, but you cannot spectate games anymore. So there's that. You cannot.
Can you still watch friends list games, or did they remove that too?
They removed it too. And so now it's basically just you either play pubs or you scrim, or you watch tournament games, and that's the only thing.
Do you like that change?
It's been pretty recent. So I was happy enough to spectate, whoever, from friends lists or tournament games, but it's been 1 or 2 months only. So I guess time will show if it's good or not.
Yeah, maybe some surprise heroes. You've been practicing your Slark mid or something dumb like that?
Obviously, I'm not going to say, but not Spark. No.
Okay, gotcha. In the meta right now, what heroes do you hate playing against the most?
I would say Undying seems to be up there because I don't think it got any changes, just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It seems pretty good. And I don't know, maybe, I play Earth Spirit, but it seems kind of toxic, so I hate this hero as well.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for joining me for the interview, and good luck on your matches.
Thank you.
This year, the EWC DOTA 2 format is more cutthroat than ever. This is how it's going to go down. The tournament starts with the group stage. The teams will be split into 4 groups of 6, where they'll play in a round-robin format. The top teams of each group qualify straight to the playoffs, and the bottom 2 are eliminated. The remaining teams move on to the survival stage, which is a single elimination best-of-3 gauntlet-style bracket, the team's final chance of survival. The first round of the gauntlet bracket starts with the 3rd and 4th placing teams from the group stage. The winner will meet the 2nd place team from group stage in round 2. Only 4 teams will move on from the survival stage to the playoffs. The playoffs are a best-of-3 single elimination bracket, where a single mistake can be the difference between moving on and being eliminated from the tournament. A 3rd place decider will be played for a bigger chunk of the prize pool, as well as valuable club championship points. The grand finals match is a best-of-5 for the 2 teams that have fought their way through each stage of the tournament. Only one of them will remain undefeated and claim the EWC 2026 Dota 2 trophy.
Give me 1 second. Let me grab my burger. We gotta get into this.
$75 million. 25 tournaments. 25 tournaments. Over 200 clubs. Only one club champion. The club championship is the beating heart of the Esports World Cup. Over 7 weeks, esports clubs send their players to compete. Every placement, every win, every podium earns points for their club. At the end of 7 weeks, every point counts. The club at the top walks away with $7 million and the title of Best Esports Club in the world. It's not about being the best at one game. It's about being the best across all of them. Depth, versatility, consistency under pressure. One championship trophy, one title. Who will take it? Watch history unfold in Paris at the Esports World Cup 2026.
His current version former Tundra roster of Pure, BZM, 33, Ari, and Whitemont. The roster is one that should be familiar to any Dota fan out there, and they are definitely no strangers to winning. Their road to EWC was done under the name of Tundra. Regardless, it was as expected, very smooth and painless. With first place finishes at Dream League Season 28, as well as ESL 1 Birmingham 2026, 1W team earned their first place at the EPT leaderboard and a direct invite to the Esports World Cup 2026. With all this being said, you might think 1W is by far the best team in the world.
That kills the Shadow Demon, kills Triple S. That's a dieback for him, leaving no one for last. All Pari Vision will fall.
They certainly were one of the best teams in the world, and perhaps they still are. But the last few months has been a bit of a reality check for the team, with several disappointing results. Time will tell if 1W team will be able to step back up to their former glory here at the Esports World Cup 2026.
Despite our not so best performance this year, I can see that we're like a good team and good players. I think we sometimes struggle to get back up when we lose. I think very often it happens that we like lose an important match and then it snowballs from there. Coming into this tournament, we're not in the best shape as we just lost the TI qualifiers, and that is not a good thing for our team, but I believe that we can turn it around. Usually the person that takes the lead when we're back down it's Bulba, but I think it's also just like kinda on each and every one of us. I try to do it myself, like having some team talks organized by the coach. It's helpful and it's for sure like needs to be done, but I also think it's like each person just reaching out to one another, making sure that we're like still on the same page, that we trust each other. Finding the consistency is hard. That's why I think we've not figured it out yet. I think for some people, they try to do it through like concepts and I guess strategies. Like I think Bulba is the type of coach that likes things to be ordered and then everybody kind of knows what's happening. Sometimes I have like a little bit of problems with that because I would say I'm an intuition player, so I just kind of go with my gut, which I'm sure also contributes to the inconsistency, because if I'm feeling it, then yeah, you know, I'm cooking, but if I'm not feeling it, then I don't have like this baseline to fall back on. It's just bad. As far as the roster is concerned this year, I mean, there were times and losses where we were like tempted to see if there is something to be done about the roster, but it never felt like it was one specific person's fault, so there was never reason to like kick anyone. And I think like everybody on this team has the potential to be the best. Been kind of thrown to the wolves and we like gotta figure out the way to beat these like better teams. So it's been just more pressure on myself to like be better to be a better player, but to also just be able to make better calls and like find a way to win the game.
Welcome back. We are getting ready for Virtus Pro versus 1W. Game number 2 coming your way very, very soon. And we get a little bit of time still to talk about this game here with Effie and BSJ. Because that first game, we heard Saberlight talk about wanting to find a way to win. Even though...
Okay, I'm back. Look,
Very
majority
early
of the
on in this
stream
game,
is
we
not
were
going to
thinking
be
maybe
not
they're down and out.
here.
But Effie, they kept
I just
fighting.
went to
They
get food,
kept
okay?
looking
That's
for a
all
way
I
to
did.
win.
I went to grab food.
They did, and there were a lot of really promising movements
Hello,
from
hi,
Virtus Pro.
thank you for the
Unfortunately,
subs.
when it came to the macro
W
game, it
sub
just
by
felt like
Senpai,
they got
oh my
picked
gosh.
apart a little bit. Like after their good smokes, there were so many moments where maybe one hero dies and they choose to take the fight anyway, or one of their heroes is farming. Suddenly, Ari's Wind Ranger is blink hexing them with Nature's Prophet TP on top of it, and at some point in that last game, it felt like they never really could be 5, and they were
so
always
happy.
on
Look
that
at
back foot, always reacting, which
So if you guys
is
don't know
not
who I am, my name
the
is
situation
Hugh
you want to be in if you're a TA draft.
From Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
streaming
I want to do a
and
little bit of
representing
armchair
the North
psychology
America
for,
side
Okay.
for
VP
the
here
Esports World
because
Cup
you know, I mentioned
co-streamers.
the
Yay.
like. It was funny when I heard
I was just
Saberlight talking. I'm like,
talking to,
yeah, that is my like understanding
roommates,
of
him.
the way this team
We're just saying,
functions.
like, it's
He seems like
crazy
a
how
player
for this
that
first
his
week,
vibe, like he plays off vibes.
I've
He
been
said.
the
I think he's obviously a
only
very
North
good
American
player,
streamer.
and when he's vibing,
Kinda
he's
crazy.
vibing. But
For now,
what I've
what I've
noticed,
seen,
my
whatever.
concern with a player that plays off of vibes like this is oftentimes when they're doing things that work, they, if you were to ask like
Virtus
why
Pro
did this
versus
work,
1W.
they wouldn't necessarily be able to explain that to you, which makes it very difficult to like reliably
Okay, let me hear
replicate
what you
that
guys.
situation.
Not to say I'm
so
a
I think
LARPer.
when I watch these games play
Dota
out,
2
I just
has
thought
been
last
the
game there
most
was one clip where
poppin'
they were
esports
even
in the world.
and then they took like just one kind of scrappy,
damn right
sloppy fight where they
comparison
over pursued
to be
Kez,
one of
and then
the
they got
longest
wiped and they're down by
esports
5k. And I feel like
as
that's the kind of
Counter-Strike.
thing that happens
Just
when you
saying.
don't have like a really
Just
clear
saying.
vision
Dota
of
2 has
what
been
the
really
formula for
poppin'.
success
And as a
in the game
big
is,
fan of
and it's
Dota,
something that when I hear like BZM
because
talking
I
in
am
his
a fan of
interviews, he's
Dota.
very much
Oh, thank
like,
you for the
there's
sub,
the
Mark.
human side of things.
W,
this
Mark,
is how it works,
dog.
where it
W.
ebbs and
You get another
flows.
cactus
It
spin.
feels like there's a lot more. I don't want to say like awareness. That seems like the
That was a
wrong
long
word,
one.
but there's
Holy.
like this.
Mark, you got the longest
They're
cactus
able
spin
to
ever.
ground themselves from these mistakes much quicker within the game itself, and then after the game. That's what I feel like.
Going back to what I was trying
really
to say.
sets VP
Dota 2
specifically
has
apart.
really stand out
Like he was
as an
talking about how to beat these
esports
teams.
to
That
me
it's not as simple as just
in
do
this
this,
world.
but it's like I feel like
I
that's
come
what
from
they're
League of
missing.
Legends,
Does that
and
make
I
sense?
used to play all those old
I hear
games,
you.
the old RTS,
I guess-
like Heroes of New Earth.
I mean, it's hard to
Y'all
say, right?
remember
Because that
Heroes
fight
of the
that you're
Storm as
talking
well?
about,
I used to try to play
It started
those
off
things.
with Darkseer getting picked off,
But
and then VP
the
having
one thing I
Aegis
have to
deciding
say
to take
is
it
that
anyway, and then
Dota
it
2
all falls
is
apart.
They started the
it's
fight
pretty
on Kez. They were like ganking
much
him, and then
a
he
really
got picked
in-depth
off, like because he
esports
over pursued.
that has survived the test
No,
of
no,
time.
Darkseer died, and then
proves
they
why
had the
they
Aegis on
deserve
TA,
to be
and
at
they
the
still
EWC.
chose to fight after Darkseer.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
Some of
yeah,
these
okay,
games
yeah,
that are
okay,
selected
we're-
out of
That's
the
a conscious
20,
decision to
20
say we're
games or
taking this
so.
fight 4v5 with an Aegis, and
It's been
that's
selected
someone's
based
call,
on
and
not
then
just popularity,
it's really hard to
but
get it right.
competitiveness.
It
And
is. I mean, in
Dota
the
has
moment
been
where you're
really
strong,
competitive.
it's very hard to say like because
Hell,
of this
I
one thing
even
happening,
came,
we
like,
should
before Dota,
cancel
I
our
even
plans.
like dove
Effectively,
in
right?
to
That's what I'm
Warcraft
saying
3,
though is
right?
the
If
other
y'all
teams,
know
because
what
they're more
Warcraft
aware of what they
is,
need to make
it's
it work, they're like,
basically
oh, we're going to do this and do
the
this and
prior
that,
of
but they're not
Dota,
like articulating
right,
that. They're
of
just
where
like
it
aware of
actually
it.
came from.
That when one of those
And it's
pieces is
crazy.
missing, they'll immediately
Dota wasn't
call
like
to
an official game.
they'll call
It
off
was
the
like
play.
its own
That's
custom
why you know
game
this is me saying
that people
armchair
would just
psychology.
get
that
on
this is
and
what
jump
I think
on and play.
is the reason that they have the
and if
the
you never
Darkseer
play
die,
Dota,
and then they still take
just to let you know,
the
it's a
fight.
mixture of
Well,
League
one
of
thing
Legends
that I
with
know
a
for
big
sure,
RTS
because
factor.
BZM told us so,
Something I
is
compare
that
to
he does
StarCraft.
not like
But that's
playing
just
against
me.
Earth Spirits.
That's just
He
me.
calls it
Don't
toxic.
shoot me down,
Well, he
Dota
took it down
fans.
in game
Don't shoot me
one,
down.
so
He did.
At least he's still able to compose himself.
Yes.
All right.
It was also overall first pick Keeper of the Light coming out from 1W.
I am personally rooting for Virtus
We've
Pro.
seen that. This is not the
From
first time
this
that
game
happened. We've
one,
seen that happen
right now,
frequently. There is a slight flex, but
1W
for now we're
has,
going to assume it is a
got one
support
of the games
coming
already,
out from
so they
them.
won the first
We're still
round.
looking for pairings with that,
Best out
but
of
there's
3.
quite
We're
a
still in
few
group
pairings
stages.
right now that could be working
People
with that
who are
hero,
in group
right?
stages, they gotta fight
Sorry,
in order
I mean,
to
the
get the
big one is
playoffs.
BZM BZM's
after they
Ember
get into the
Spirit,
playoffs,
Ember
week
plus
2,
Coddle
Dota
is
2,
such an
we'll
effective
have the
way to
playoff
play
matches,
post-laning
and then we'll hit
stage,
it off with the
it's
grand
something you have
finals
to think
next
about when
weekend.
you're playing against one of the best Ember Spirits in the entire world. I do think
Thank
that
you
this
for the sub, by the way. All
flex
y'all are
to
getting
mid is
special
also on the
EWC
table.
drops.
It's something you have to
Y'all are getting
consider.
special
but
EWC
when I
drops
look at
for just
1W,
subbing.
it does
And
feel
especially
like
if you're
Ari's
watching my
hero.
stream. So thank you for tuning in my
Yeah,
coaching.
Ari has always been a hero specialist, and this is one of the heroes in his arsenal. And we talked about Earth Spirit being
Sorry, I don't
essential
like
as a
Asian
flex
on
hero
stream.
moving forward in the tournament. Coddle,
But I'm munching.
for me, it's not as important that the team flexes him as it is that the team truly understands how to build around this hero conceptually. So giving him the synergies, playing the macro game, getting the Tormentor because of the sustain from Illuminate. So for me, Coddle's much more of a game plan hero, and even though he is the flex, for me, it's like not as important of where does he end up going, but what do they draft around it to make it work.
I remember talking to Ari, I believe, at Birmingham, where he was talking to us and a question somebody asked, but he said, no, we're a Coddle team, and I'm good at Coddle, and this hero is very hard to make work, and it took me a while to understand it, but I understand it. So it's a hero where you have to have a very unique understanding, and that lines with what you just said.
I'm a big fan of
I thought it was pretty cool because Ari is the type of player to really study the heroes that he specializes in.
Not gonna lie. I think it was because of
It's not often that you look at a position 4 and think that they're going to dictate the pace of the draft, but there are a couple of teams that it really does happen with, like this team and like with P-Vision.
I mean, I feel like as we're discussing this out loud, it makes a lot of sense to me why Ari ended up with 33 on this team, because I like the way you talked about the way he talks about the game is. It reminds me of Soxo. Like they have like a very clear idea of what their hero wants to do in the game, macro-wise, what makes the hero work. And 33 loves theory crafting and nerding out about that kind of stuff. So it's actually really cool to see, like, yeah, that they are such a play style, philosophy match between the two of them.
Well, they're on both sides here for these two teams, also very similar in which heroes they pick up, as this could be for both teams 2 supports. But a little bit of flex potential on both sides as well. I think Dark Willow and Lich, we saw them a little bit in action already today and yesterday.
See those fingers?
2 heroes that I'm sure we're going to see more of. They feel very stable right now.
Yeah, is Lich at all a response to Willow Mira, like for your support matchup, or is this just like something that they're picking for their game plan?
Lich.
And I don't really think Lich responds to Willow in any meaningful way. It's more so that it's just a strong trading support, right? But in terms of like how the overall game plays, they don't interact.
I feel like neither hero does anything to the other, like, yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you're Lich, you don't want to get bedlammed.
Of course.
On the laning stage, Lich is a good enabler, and he's a good hero to play into, because when you see Dark Willow plus Earth Spirit picked together, the Earth Spirit flex kind of goes away. Like, Willow is not a hero you want to be running as a position 5 at all. She feels much stronger from the 4 position as a secondary damage dealer. And if you're running this mid Earth Spirit, what he wants out of his supports is spellcasting. He wants them to stand at a distance while he's in absorbing all of these spells and just dishing out the CC, dishing out the damage. And Willow fits into that very perfectly.
WN on this.
So now knowing that this is most likely mid Earth Spirit, would you go for your mid matchup here in this point on the side of 1W?
I think because they
have
have
to make really good picks in this match,
options that now you can look to pick the one that's not only good at laning against it, but will also have the best game. You have Ember, you have Pango.
It's not good to be on your last life, especially at
There's a lot of Coddle pairings here.
You not only I
think it's good that they
the
left
entire
it open.
game.
I
Once
mean,
you're knocked out, you're actually kicked
I know
out
it's not maybe
of, like,
perfect against
earning points
Earth Spirit, but we've been
for that
seeing
game.
Puck just like absolutely destroy drafts when they don't have
Making
hard
it in the
lockdown.
playoffs is very, very, very,
And
very,
Willow
very
as the
crucial.
4 means you're not likely seeing a Lion or a Shaman or anything like that.
Yeah.
So if they were to reveal their 5+ offlane on the side of VP here, there's quite a chance. Like, they have to be considering Puck right now. Meaning, like, okay, so I like Tiny.
Yeah, there we go.
Because
We
it's
got
kind of
the
like a
Tiny
soft, preemptive way to deal with Puck. You at least have some hero that answers it.
I have a...
I need a good pick because at the end of the day,
something that happened
there's
in
still
game
a
1.
good matchup.
And not in game 2, but it's no longer a point. No worries. I was going to say the Invoker's still in the pool, but we're going to see the BZM Ember coming out.
That's the thing, is I don't think you can pick... I mean, you can, but I don't think it enables the Coddle. I think you're then playing kind of like 2 different games. It's like a BZM Invoker, always a threat, but I really do think that would have... That's something that other teams would do, where they're like, oh, this is individually a good hero, but they're a Coddle team, as Mira was saying, and I think that you had to pick a hero that enables the Coddle aggression, because you not only have Coddle, which needs to be enabled, but you also have a Largo offlane. So if your mid laner wasn't active utilizing the Shockwave magic, I think their game plan would just be really clunky.
I do wonder how core Tiny is faring these days, because he did get hit pretty significantly.
He got the number bat, for sure.
In the number patch, and while he is still being played, and we saw him have play during TI qualifiers, he just doesn't feel like a very reliable win condition. Like, this is where I would say I would love some extra scaling from my offlane if Tiny is our only core going into this game.
What type of scaling are you thinking about? Like, Enigma would make sense.
Enigma
Is it
would
like
be
team
awesome.
fight scaling, or like what type of scaling do you think is needed? Beastmaster maybe?
Late game win condition.
VP
Something
really
like
needed that
Enigma.
big.
Okay.
They
I think
did.
Beastmaster fits that as well then. Maybe they'll ban something like that out. It's maybe not the best versus the Radiant lineup, so maybe there's a better scaling-esque offlaner. Okay, Doom, that's scaling. Yeah, that makes sense.
What else can really scale? I mean, Axe is a hero people love to farm and scale in, but versus the heroes on 1W, it's not really going to scale with that Blink Blade Mail Cole.
Yeah, Axe scales based on the enemy's right-click scaling. So I don't think this game he would scale very well. I would be surprised if they go for it, unless for whatever reason I think they're going to pair Lich with a melee hero. Like,
Chat.
They even banned
What is
Juggernaut
your favorite
Lifestealer
team?
already.
What do you think is going to
I'm
win?
thinking it's a pretty nice face.
Looking at this lineup, what do you guys think?
Something like that.
They
Maybe
got
not
their
Void
final pick
specifically.
left,
Is
though.
Kez still in the pool?
Not anymore.
Okay, Kez got banned out. I was just thinking some melee mobile guy. It feels really nice to play here. I think it's actually a bad Void game. Maybe like a
Dragon Knight, maybe?
Dragon Knight. I think some beefy guy. I think would be nice.
Is Dragon Knight a dead hero?
I think he might just be a bit too lackluster on the damage department. I think ever since they reverted him back to the old Dragon Knight, you're just missing 100 right-click damage late game.
We forgot about your favorite hero, Necrophos.
That's a nice. I always love Necrophos.
But he's not a melee hero.
That would be very hard committal on the laning stage.
He's an anti-tiny hero, though.
True. I don't love Lich Necro because you want to buy Nullifier against both of them.
Final bans have been made. We're into our
But
final
it would
picks now.
probably set them up for a very successful mid game. The question is, I do think they have BKB issues. So that's why I set Void doesn't really synergize great with their lineup in terms of they don't have damage to pump into the chrono, but I wanted them to have a mobile guy that deals with BKBs.
They just go back for the Templar Assassin, but this time on the side of 1W.
Yeah, I mean, it is a mobile guy, girl, that also deals with BKBs in the sense not that it stuns through it, but it does a lot of damage. That is my concern. Is how do they deal damage to magic immune heroes, glimmer caped heroes, and now they have that answer. Also gives them objectives. Oftentimes, when you're lacking BKB piercing damage, you're also lacking objective damage, which they were. So I like TA.
Awesome. Thank you.
I can only imagine Pure seeing Tomato on TA and thinking, that looked fun. Let me do that too. Lycan coming out as the overall last pick from VP.
Are you liking that pick, Mira?
I do like it. It gives them scaling. It gives them the combo with Tiny, which is super old school.
Classic.
A real classic.
TI-10.
No, but it's something where you have the ability to do damage to play off of these cooldowns and run into them and actually win these fights that you take. Because while Pure is a TA specialist, and I think he's going to do really well at it, he's still playing against a Winter Wyvern. And Winter Wyvern is a hero that can make TA's life very difficult if there's not a lot of backline control. And really the only backline control of 1W is the Ember. Ember is the only one bothering this Winter Wyvern. So it's a very confident TA pick. It's saying we're going to win the lanes and snowball, and something like a Lycan could really throw a wrench into that.
As a core player, I hate to ask you guys, have to consider the support's lives. They matter too. Oftentimes when I see Lycan, I think, how does it feel to play support against this? So if you guys are awful, you don't like playing Lich against it.
But the wolves are just so annoying. It sometimes makes you, and it's not a waste depending on the situation, but it makes you use a smoke to get away.
Oh, really? Okay. Even with the Frost Shield, I was thinking, I was wondering, I feel like Lich might be one of the better ones at defending himself.
I think he's not horrible.
He's
and we
not
also have the
horrible. There's
Illuminate
worse.
healing. The Illuminate healing coming out of Coddle is going to be a big deal, but it's not just the Lycan playing, right? You're running with your entire team.
Yeah, it's true. I was just thinking about the map with the, Shiva was saying, the wolves with the shard. They get the upgrade on 3 of them. Sometimes you'll just see a support silencer literally die to wolves. And I at least feel like Lich has armor and Coddle has blinding light, so at least they won't just be feeding to the wolves. So I think Lycan's still an interesting pick, but it doesn't feel like a nightmare for the supports.
No.
It always is. It's always annoying, though.
Unfortunately, Lich didn't keep the faceted part where if you kill something under the
effect of the
frost armor, under the shield, under the frost armor, it doesn't extend the duration. So that's still a little bit sad there. But I'm sure that Ari and White Mountain can be fine.
I think the Lycan gave VP what they needed, but by no means do I think this is
we got all of our picks.
a perfect Lycan game.
Time for
That's my thoughts on it. Anything different from you, Mira?
I have so much I need to do.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about TA because in that game 1, I feel that TA failed because of their inability to burst heroes and their ability to save themselves. And the draft disappeared and it's getting late, so my memory isn't the greatest, but I do feel that they have a means to defend themselves as well on Verse, where they've got the heals from Wyvern, they've got Willow who can go into Shadow Realm. It's not the easiest TA game in that sense either if she's not snowballing.
Well, let's see if this time the Templar Assassin can be victorious in the hands of Pure, or maybe VP will also crush that one. We're finding out together with Sunspan and Kezu.
As they say, VP number 1.
Thank you, Shiver, as we do get into game number 2. 1W1 or 1W, depending on your perspective. You're dyslexic.
1W got the W.
They did. They sure did. Lick onto Tomato. He's in a world of hurt now. Blinding light upon him, and he will be first blood by Whitemon to start the game. Hellscream as well gonna fall. Pops the Fairy Fire. They will get a trade of 1 hero, but it's just a support. And now Fly. Wrong place, wrong time. Double kill for Whitemon. Make it a triple, just dunking on him. Look at that animation. It's a basketball reference, and Whitemon gets the triple.
Well, this is why my bro is one of the GOATs. One of the best pulse 5s is going to go to lane with a triple kill. I would not want to lane into him. He's got boots and stick. Well, luckily for Saberlight, he is playing the Lycan, who, you know, you're kind of annoying for Lich in the game. Of course, you know, Chain Frost is worse. Your lane is pretty okay. And I do like what the Lycan gives them. I think it's also quite good with Tiny. Of course, from back in the day, we all remember it. But even, you know, before, so you also build an AC, incredibly good with Tiny, just pumping out some more attack speed and like helping your team. You have Earth Spirit, Lycan together. They love going to lanes together. So I do think VP rounded out that draft fairly well.
Yeah, we haven't seen... I mean, how good is Lich right now?
He's still pretty good. Like you see him play quite a lot when you need like your mid, it's a guy that goes in, you know, your Embers, your Storms, you have that, or you play them very like formidable lanes. One of the strongest lanes that you can see is like Lich Lone Druid. Like that lane's a freaking joke.
Yeah. Well, Coddle will be played by Ari. I'm a little bit surprised that 1W seems to like this hero so much when there's a spell called Blinding Light with 33 in the game. Don't think he likes that very much, but they pick it nonetheless.
And they lane together. You're right, even though it's interesting. He has to look at it.
Really rough for 33.
I mean, it is a very good hero, and Ari loves Coddle. This guy was yapping about Coddle like 2 years ago in all different ways that you can imagine. You know, when you had Recall Facet and Solar Bind. Maybe the Blinding Light did affect 33 after all.
Why are we pausing? Why do we have a blinding light?
I knew you'd like that one.
God.
Why are we pausing?
Let's see, Ari, the young man on this squad. Fly, the not-so-young man.
What's wrong with the computer?
VP, the legend himself, one of the greatest captains of all time.
Why we pause?
No, for sure. Took OG to many good things. Also EG, of course.
And then there's Bulba.
Hey, man. That is uncalled for.
No introduction necessary. That's how famous he is.
Oh, of course.
The god himself.
Even with the melt not getting that CS for Mr. Pure. But yeah, I think Saberlight should be up for a somewhat good early game. Like, of course, you're going to have like the Helm of Dawn build-up, so just like, you know, armor and the region against the TA is quite good. You're oscillating with a Dark Willow, so you're overall quite happy. I am somewhat surprised that the Winter Wyvern came out in the second stage for VP. A great hero, like absolutely, no doubt about it. But you see the Largo and you know there's like some Ember, Storm and so on coming out on 18. I don't think Winter interacts too much with those heroes, so I also want to see like what the overall idea is with it, or if they just feel like this hero is incredible no matter what.
Yeah, I think the third, I mean, we've seen 33 play Largo quite a few times, and he's extremely good.
Yeah.
I will say it doesn't fit his prototypical offlane hero. Would you agree with that?
Why would you say that? Because I think
he's not a great farmer.
What?
Honestly, he's not. Well,
what?
He's an okay
I don't know if I
farmer.
agree with these casters.
So first of all, like the way that they do it with Largo, I kind of like it because it's like
which is kind of crazy.
Coddle,
like,
they just cheat the lane. You don't have to lane. You can Frog Stomp into like hit some creeps, Blinding Light or Illuminate if you have to, and you can just stack camps, which is super nice. And I guess the thing with Largo is he can still farm like 2 camps at the same time, so you're kind of happy with that.
Okay.
He's your typical 33 hero in the fact that he just worries about his own game. So I think that fits quite well.
Okay. Gotta give that frog some love.
Absolutely.
But in the mid lane, playing the Earth Spirit versus his brother BZM on Ember.
This has to be the most played mid matchup of today and yesterday. Like Earthbird versus Ember, we've seen it, I think, at least 4 or 5 times. And of course, while they're both happy in the early game, Ember usually comes out on top. You have a little bit more pressure. He can't really pressure you all that much. You can always go Vessel into Mage Slayer yourselves.
Yeah, first time I met BZM, he was very shy. Very shy young lad. He still kind of is, I guess.
I feel like he's growing out of it a little bit. When he was talking to Purge earlier, I think he...
Yeah, for sure. And that was a vicious interview from Purge. Purge was like, just asking the hardest questions, like, why don't you play every tournament, noob? That's basically what he said.
I did resonate with his answer though. Like,
the one thing I love about Dota 2 as well.
Tournaments like constantly. It's kind of hard also to understand or to like how much goes into it. You constantly need to be informed. Like what people care about is the game you're playing right now, the tournament you're playing right now.
Always very slow.
In like 2 weeks' time, people don't care what you did 2 weeks ago. If you lose on that given day, it's like, wow, look at these guys, they suck.
Yeah, it's a symptom of the Dota season just being never ending.
Yeah,
pretty much. TI ends, and then, well, a month later, there's another big tournament.
Oh, you're giving it too much time. It's like 2 weeks.
That's true.
As Whitemon, of course, level 4 already at minute 4 because he got that triple kill to start off.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
We didn't talk about the first blood this time.
Oh, you're right, because it was a triple kill.
Triple first blood.
It's just insane. As Ari getting slowed to a crawl. We'll be able to live through the day, though. BZM just taking some farm in the enemy jungle.
Crazy.
Yeah, very nice. You know, just giving him
I like
a
how we just casually said, oh, Ari's good, Ari's bet. Like, what the heck, dude?
Too much pressure Ari almost him here as well. And honestly, Largo feels really nice to play if you can play lanes where you can just rush phase moves. Like, you don't have to go some early soul ring, you don't have to spend like too much gold on consumables. Because your auto attacks right now, 105 damage. So not the best.
He's going to be able to get the avalanche off. Hellstream coming up from the other side. 33 not really taking that much damage despite being outnumbered here. Shadow Realm is there, and now 33 trying to walk it off.
Oh, no way.
The Lotus. He's perfectly fine. Despite the numbers being for VP, they cannot kill the Frogman.
Nope. And this is also nice, you know, like, because you lane with Kato, you can keep spamming your Q to just last hit creeps, get the HP regen, you don't need to buy a soul ring, you just get the chakra pumped into you.
Yep, that's true. I mean, Kato this game with the chakra is very good for Ember as well. I mean, TA, I guess a decent amount for the refraction later in the game, but definitely high value.
Oh, yeah. That's also one thing I want to see later. Like, I think Largo isn't that bad against Lycan. You don't interact that much with him, but you keep everyone alive.
Another attempt from VP, kind of thwarted. And Abed's going to have to go back to the mid lane, so wasting a little bit of time.
Okay, that's the freest courier kill I've seen.
At least he gets his items delivered.
Void Stone.
33. Just getting harassed a bit, but not too threatened, honestly. I mean, they're down 2k already. I feel like this rotation did not work out, and they kind of stuck around.
Well, I definitely would have preferred if they tried to play into the TA lane. It's maybe not perfect to like play onto the Lycan, but I think you could tell that, you know, playing the 3 heroes up top didn't do that much. No, it's not that easy to kill the Largo, especially with Dark Willow. Like, he can always dispel one of the spells, and I think playing into the TA lane with your Earthbird and like bringing him over could have done perhaps a little more damage here in this early game.
You notice every time it's paused, it's not 33, but you know it's him still. It's his influence.
True. Well, he is telling everyone else how to act as
he micromanages everybody on the team. It's incredible. It's like he has 5 brains. It's great, yeah.
This guy's good. And VP got a bit of trouble because they lost double Wisdom Shrine again.
Yeah. A kick in under the tier 1. Hellscream's there to greet him, but BZM, he's going to try to turn the side time. He's going to dodge the Curse Crown as well, and now Abed burning with that Flame Guard. It's enough. And Hellscream, no way you're getting anything out of this. And you see the Chakra again being put to great use. They can maybe try to dive Hellscream if they really want to try to pressure here. And Saberlight will be taken out in the bot side of the map. VP, this is a much worse start than last game.
Oh yeah, this is not
good. This
is
a worse start than last game.
That's Ari. Good brambles by Hellscream.
Ari's dead. Thank you. Finally,
so VP finding something.
Will be a good return kill, but this pushes BZM to level 8.
Yeah, he's beasting it up right now.
Oh, 8-minute rune is coming up. He has Max, Flame Guard, Ash, Legion Shield. It is very difficult to kill this Ember right now.
I just want to know what pets they have.
Honestly, his effective HP is around like 2,000. There's a Region Rune for Abed. This is also a bit of a problem. When you play into TA like this, and she has like a free first 5, 6, 7 minutes, it is really hard to kick this hero out now. You're going to play into an area with multiple traps that can keep playing through it. You have Refraction. So if you're VP, this early game, at least for now, not going amazing. They are going together with their 2 supports again. But OneDub looking for a very similar move of their own.
Yeah, 33. Getting forced out by Fly, able to lick himself to take off the debuff, has his ult to heal up, and the Splinter's Blast not in range, so he survives again. Saberlight gets to his side of the wall as well.
It's good read by Saberlight, nice scouting with the wolves in the meantime.
So Pure's building a specialist array. So what games do you feel like that is it just a personal preference?
I personally...
Because last game we didn't see that.
No, I personally really like this item. I have not yet seen it on TA. Like, I think it's super strong. I've even been building on, like, Drow Ranger. I think we've seen it on Wind Ranger, Nature's Prophet as well. If you're not getting, like, that much pressured and you want, like, a hybrid item that helps you farm but also, like, semi-fight, it is ultra good.
So what does it replace in the... Because the... Other than the Aghanim Scepter, the build last game with Tomato was very cookie cutter.
Yeah.
So what would it replace in that cookie cutter build?
I don't know if it's going to replace
or is
anything.
It just delay
really.
One of those.
Yeah, I think it might just be delaying because he went Falcon Blade anyway. Like, this is, you still want Dragonlance on this hero. You still want Desolator on this hero. I think it might just be an item that you can replace later if you don't want it anymore. So I think you're just getting it to inject more gold but buy similar items.
Right, okay.
I mean, I'm definitely a huge fan of this item. I think it's a super cool addition, so you don't just have like Maelstrom on range heroes to farm.
Tomato.
Well, Chains misses from
Has to be careful. 33 can go pretty deep if he wants, and you're going to be able to get the TP support, though. Coddle's actually found first, so good starting kill for Fly and company. 33 all alone, but do they even have the damage or the lockdown to deal with this frog?
He's so fast.
Able to lick himself anytime there's a debuff. Getting silenced now. That will prevent him from singing his song. Gets rolled on. Curse Crown to follow. Eventually, surely, they'll be able to get it. No, BZM joins the party. And just like that, the frog survives. Abed has to try to hightail away now. He gets hypnotized back into BZM. The cold embrace, but now surrounded. And instead of killing the frog, you lose the Earth Spirit.
There's so many things for 33 to dispel in this game. It's actually kind of crazy. Arctic Burn all the time, Splinter Blast. Fly also dead on the receiving end here.
Damn.
BZM playing a very clean Ember here in this early game.
Yeah, he's owning.
And this is a problem because like we saw it in the last game, like TA is a hero you don't really touch, right? Tomato was in a similar situation where he's just kind of free farming, staying in the safe lane. So it turns out you can't really touch the frog in the top lane. Now your mid tier one is being pressured. And you can't really touch the TA either.
33. I mean, Tomato definitely not going to be able to solo him. If you can't kill him with 3 heroes, you definitely can't kill him with 1.
Nope. And even like some of this pressure, it does feel good, but it's like semi-fake. Obviously, if they can hit the tower, that's great. But Largo is just a hero that very easily heals up.
I assume the secondary shot from Specialist Array will proc Psyblades, right?
That I would not know. I would assume it should, actually, because it just counts like it's your auto attack.
Right, you use it on Drow, though.
Yeah,
I assume that procs ult?
No, it cannot proc your ult.
It cannot proc ult. Interesting.
So maybe it can proc ults, but it could proc side. We'll pay attention to it.
Huh.
I also kind of like it overall, like against Lycan. You know, like you have a high chance of even saving some of your allies a bit more from whether it's the Dom creep or you can split on some wolves. I honestly think it's a cool pickup.
Yeah, it's a cool item in general. We're not seeing it. I mean, we're seeing it occasionally, but it's not like a mainstay as of yet with the Hydra's Breath and whatnot.
It is something that we should see a little bit more, just because I think the special, like, people always talk about, oh, Hydra's Breath is like a bad item. First of all, I don't think the item is that bad. And second of all, Specialist Array, it feels very, very good.
I think Specialist Array is objectively just good.
It's just a great item.
So
it has good
it's a build-up for it.
Yeah.
Right? So
but the thing is, you can just leave it as Specialist Array for a long time, too.
Yeah.
Like, Hydra's Breath can be like your 4th, 5th, or 6th item. So they do get this tier 1, which is great. But I do have to say, like, Lycan is the type of hero where eventually you want to, like, kind of eat people on the side or, like, a support on their own. But Caudle has Blinding Light. They're going to have a lot of heals with Illuminate. And I think that while Largo, he doesn't, like, kill the wolves and he doesn't kill Lycan, but he kind of forces his team to play in a ball around him. And you can either give your team movement speed or you keep healing them.
Right.
So I think Largo actually interacts quite well into Lycan, especially with a lead.
I just saw him delete the entire row of farm.
The Wyvern,
crazy.
What do you like to see the book used on? I don't remember what last game it was.
We very often see it just on Arctic Burn. Like it's like half a skill point, which is kind of nice.
Come on.
The heal just overall isn't that good. Like, most often you see it on Arctic. When I have seen people, like, honestly, you can throw it on any. I don't think, to me, it makes, like, the biggest difference. I think the bonuses on heal, it doesn't scale that great, but maybe it's just the best in this game.
Oh, I thought of a good idea. Remind me in just a moment. Good game design coming.
Okay, that's
Abed
good.
rolls away. Terrorize, only onto one, but the TP.
Oh, good.
Nah, he gets gazed.
No.
Hellscream dead.
Oh my god.
Okay, hear me out here.
Okay. It's gonna
you know
be a good
how
one.
some of the facets before give you a 5th level, and it became quite a bit different, right?
Okay.
Like Lycan, before had the level 5 wolves, forgetting who else, but regardless. Whatever you choose to put that 5th point in, when you buy Shard, it has that same effect for the ability that you upgraded. So each one would have a different
Oh, I would like
upgrade.
that. You're
cool,
going
right?
on like the multi-choice type deals.
Yeah.
And honestly, I kind of like it.
Roguelites are great.
Yeah.
Fly, spotted,
They're dead.
yes. Cold Embrace, not going to save you with that Flame Guard. All right, when do you put a point? Or when do you use the book?
I mean, you want... for it to make sense, you kind of need one spell level 4 and then give it the 5th. He's not really there yet.
But it gives you the 4th, does it not?
Yeah, but like at
But
this
you have
point...
to be level 7 actually to get it.
It just makes more
Right.
sense. Yeah. You have the level 4 of something, you give it the 5th.
Yeah, that's right.
There's also... They are...
Cyberlight, Searing Chains. Attempting to TP. And he's fine.
We'll make it.
But still, the lead is continuing to go. Tomato, that's a huge kill for 1W. And just adding insult to injury for VP, who are just spiraling at this point.
Yep. This is... That's a bit of a problem. As Largo loves this type of position. Just get to farm. You free farm your lane, you go into the triangle, there are some stacks around. You have a leveling Croak, you have Max Frog Stomp. I mean, we haven't seen a Magnetize yet. I think it was just skilled like very recently. And also he has to be kind of fast on spreading it, because when it comes out only on one guy,
Frog Stomp cancellation. So he's going for Shiva's first item, by the way, on 33.
I'm a bit surprised that Tomato seems a bit animated. You did die at the enemy tier 1 tower, getting your TP cancelled.
Now, speaking of the VP side, Abed now the one that's going to be taken out, as these kills are coming basically for free, it feels like. This is going to be a 3rd kill in the blink of an eye for 1W. 10k lead already at 16 minutes.
Man, this feels bad and oppressive if you're VP at this stage. It's a 10k deficit. Saberlight does not have
Gets
ultimate.
slowed with his creep.
Yeah, he's done.
Even a Meteor Hammer, the worst way to die in Dota,
It honestly
I would
is.
argue.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pull off. Yeah.
I'm just adding insult to injury.
I already said that.
Did you? Those exact words?
Yes.
It turns out I also don't listen sometimes.
Or I incepted you.
Sure. Like a Clunk and Hulk type situation. What was it called earlier?
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde.
Clunk and Hulk. Oh my god.
It's a good one.
So bad.
I think game design, it should be a new leader.
Oh man, don't get me into the new hero discussion. I have one for Cinder that he hates for me to bring up.
I want you to hold it until tomorrow.
Yeah, you can remind me.
That's good.
Shadowblade now for Tomato.
That's good. We have seen many of games that absolutely can be turned around with, like, you know, tiny Shadowblade. You find a couple good kills. This could be one of them. 33.
33 will get opened up on Avalanche with the Splinter Blast. Toss to follow. Roll in. Not going to hit, but they do have enough damage this time.
That's a good start. Me likey. That's very good. Also gotta always remember, you do have Lycan and Tiny as a combo overall. So like the AC later, you get the Aghanim Scepter, you can Wolfbite your brother up. Everything's cool. As BZM, he's scribbling a lot on the map.
So when do you not take greedy enchantments? Position 1 and 2, basically?
There's even some mids, like Invoker mid takes greedy enchantment. Timber mid, if you play him there, you will take it. I mean, it's just...
I mean, if it's offered,
like right click.
What percent do you think of positions, let's say 3 through 5, would take it? 100, like what percentage of the time would they want to take it?
So I think 4 and 5 take it like 90 to 95% of the time.
That's too much.
I think offlane, it depends on the hero. Like, a Centaur will take it, Timber will take it,
but not
Enigma.
like Lycan or something.
Lycan will not take it, no. You gotta be cooked real bad, I think, if you're taking that one.
Well, it might be in this position. What does he have right now? It's only the tier 1 Duelist Glove. It's over 6 damage for the tough enchantment.
He actually went for pretty much first item Hydra's Breath. I did really like the specialist array into the blink. I think he's like nearly unkillable on pure overall. But
well, his name is pure.
True. Just gonna go for the full breath.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's quite good, right? You're playing against pretty much 3 tanky heroes.
Yeah, the percentage-based damage, always good.
It's also like you get a bit more like split damage as he is being gone up top by Tomato.
And will be tossed back. The refraction actually gets eaten up easily. Magnetize comes out as well. Getting healed up a bit from Ari. Magnetize not going to be enough now. They're going to try to turn this around onto Abed instead, and they get him a good curse. Will spell the end for Ari. That's 33 killing off Hellscream on the other side of the map. So 2 for 1.
I kind of like that play. I wonder if they couldn't just have like manned up a little bit more, because Ari came in very clutch, right? He had the Holy Locket heal, and then he gets 1 Illuminate Chakras himself, gets a secondary one. But Pure does survive through it all. That's a large Meteor Hammer.
Oh, actually hits Fly. He gets licked back into it as well. Will Cold Embrace himself.
It do be digits.
Is he actually going to die here? Oh my god.
Honestly,
the Signet killed him.
Honestly, he played that really well. He does have the Signet, but he held
like
the Frog Stomp for like
as
long as possible until he forced out the Cold Embrace so that every Stomp would also hit.
I've also been very into this
Mr.
game
Saberlight,
right
you're down 6 levels to this guy.
Yeah, we'll have to pop his ult. Saberlight has the Acorn though. And of course that's the Blink TP. See 33. Sharp focus on the game.
Man, this build is kind of cool by Pure. I'm not gonna lie. I also like the 33. You know, in the early Shivas isn't like uncalled for on Largo at all. It's very good. But Shivas is like one of the best items against Tiny. You're like the lowest attack speed hero in like the entire game. Playing into a Shivas at 20 minutes, it's absolutely garbage.
Yeah.
Also, Pure is soon about to be
sorry
doubling
about
up on
that. Yeah, so
that is not a good sign.
Cannot disclose how much.
You're right. That is insane.
I'm very into this game right now.
He has crazy farm. He has 300 CS. He has 15 CS.
This is a big one. If Virtus.pro does not win this tournament or this final match right here, they're kicked out of group stage. They won't be coming back at all for Dota 2.
As well. We're going to start seeing some supports get one shot. He's going to go for the
And I hope this works.
Here.
This works hopefully better.
Him and Ari most likely. Whitemon is also in the area.
Just needs a couple people to help out, tank it up. Double Melt Strike. And Shard to Ari.
So it looks like they're going to play for a double BKB here, at least on VP side. They've got it completed on Abed. They are closing in also on Tomatoes, and you have already Saberlight who's queuing up the Aghanim, so playing for the eventual Wolf Bite. It's just
Thank
not
you,
that easy to
Sigmar,
ever
for the
cling onto
follow.
this Pure TA. Like,
do you see this Wolf Bite working in recent history?
Yeah.
I've seen it on Kez, which is disgusting. Like, that is...
On Tiny specifically, then?
It's still very good on Tiny. Do I see it happening, or...
1W is just so good at Dota 2. They're
Down
so
15K
good.
at 21 minutes
Like, watching them play is so interesting.
It's difficult.
Their group
But
collisions
it is
to
absolutely
where,
one of the best
like,
ways that they can play for.
Like how they're working towards like
you have
objectives.
to play for Wolf Bite AC, get a couple
It's
items
so good.
on Tomato.
VP,
but I think also the Wolf Bite
it's
isn't
just so interesting
crazy
too
until you get to like
to see
a
how
4th
VP
item on the
is
Tiny.
responding
Like,
to
you
all
need at
this
least a
stuff,
Crystallis
but they're
to, like,
losing
get
in
a
every fight. They're losing again.
Already dead. Don't even need that extra melt strike.
Like they can't even get to an objective or be around it. There we go.
Frost comes out, but the TP successful actually.
Oh, he Sinister Gaze the neutral creep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's just like hard for them to actually come back, because once you're losing in the beginning game and the early game, it's just yeah, that's pretty big.
You're talking about game design.
Yeah, you lose in the beginning game, it's harder for you guys to come back, and you're fighting literally an uphill battle.
Okay, the double edge, I don't know.
I was talking to a beta tester many years ago for Dota 2.
But it's still possible.
And
It is always possible.
They were trying to gaslight me.
That's interesting.
That it didn't mini stun, but it did. Lick back in. Saberlight's fine.
Yeah, lick on that, beta tester. Well, that's a free Roche. I must say, I'm so happy they brought back Medallion. Like, when they removed this item, I was actually sad. Back in the day when I first started playing Dota, like Medallion and Urn were some of my favorite items. Both BZM and Pure have it right now. I think the item is just so cool. Like a multi-usage item that is like cheap and you can build it in so many scenarios is great. And Fly, he did.
Yes, indeed. Why did they get rid of it? It was a build-up for Solar Crest.
Ember Spirit was actually a good pick.
Did that make it strong? Too strong?
I don't know.
Yeah, they picked Ember Spirit as a really good champ pick.
Like at some point, Envy also kept buying Solar Crest because it was so good because you could solar yourself. I think that was like the first time the item got nerfed, and then a few years later they were like, let's remove Medallion.
All right.
At least whoever brought it back, shout out to you.
All right, Pure gonna force things. Has the Aegis for 4 minutes, so why not? Meteor Hammer gonna help out as well. Fortification from VP. They have everything at their disposal other than the Lycan ult.
What's the answer here? I mean, Tomato wants to get a Silver Edge. I don't really think it will change anything, and he's also not that close to it. They might just be accepting... Nope, they're not. Tomato's coming back. They did spot his TP on a trap.
Surely they're waiting for the Lycan ult. There's the kick back onto the TA. Illuminate gonna heal him a bit. Pure seems to be fine. Meanwhile, Abed stuck on the low ground. He's gonna get Sinister gazed and killed off. No buyback for him. Curse, but not enough damage to really make a difference for 33. He can just heal back up now, and now the space has been made, and this should be a set of barracks.
Yeah, I mean, they're all just gonna be healed to full anyway. And I think if you're Tiny or Lycan in this fight, honestly, the Shivas alone is so much value against these right-click heroes.
Saberlight not even interested in fighting. You might have to be interested soon. 20 seconds on death timer for Abed.
Yeah, it might just be giving up both.
I mean, if you give up both now, you might as well just give up the game, surely.
Yeah, it's difficult.
And Wyvern, fly. BZM pops the BKB just to be able to get that kill. Will be successful. Yeah, I love this camp on Saberlight.
Still 1,200 gold away from the Aghanim, so...
Still doing camp, trying to get the gold.
Alive,
Oh no, as the base gets destroyed.
Which means...
Then again, he can't do anything back at base.
It's going to be a 22k gold lead.
Yeah, this is a shellacking.
Yeah, when you nearly out GPM the clock...
I wanted VP to win.
Thousands of GPM,
I was
you know you're in
rooting
a
for
bad
VP.
spot.
It was very rough to watch now.
Ultra GG.
They find Saberlight. We're wondering where he was all this time.
He was farming. Nice slide of fist and Remnant by BZM.
Can he get out? Illuminate? No.
Which puts him a little further down the drain of the Aghanims, another 700 gold. I mean, at this rate, he may not even get it before they come knocking on the last lane of Raps.
There's no way he can finish that in time.
No. Mono does get the Silver Edge, but then again...
How much time is left on the Aegis? Surely a couple minutes. Yeah, minute 47. So, no reason to back off here. They have to get that tier 2, of course. At this point, VP are going to have to try to fight back. Even without the glorious Wolf Bite.
Yeah, well, 1W just setting up everything for now. Even an aggressive ward outside the base.
Can you sell anything?
Well, I mean, he probably will. He can sell Magic Wand. He just TP to his tier 3. I mean...
Okay.
Let's see. He can sell Magic Wand and his mask.
Looking for a toss-back situation. Yeah, Pure is going to be the recipient. Abed, the roll into the other side. Pure just blinks out. Good attempt, but...
That was a cool try, but I think he stopped the toss himself with the Avalanche, so...
And now a Butterfly online for Pure.
I love that.
Completely decimate Fly on the back line.
I like that addition too. The fact that you can like splash off of the traps and it's pure damage. Like you can hit through Ghost Scepter and you deal pure damage on cold and
300 gold away from the Wolf Bite. Will he be able to get this before the game is over?
He can sell his Magic Wand.
Range Barracks down.
Let's go.
About to be
Barracks is already down.
He's getting it. Wolf Bite. Watch the Wolf Bite.
Usually when the Barracks is down, it's kind of game. It's kind of game already.
Comes out from Fly. There's the curse onto one. A lot of damage actually. That's almost enough for Pure to take out his teammate. And in fact, it is enough. BZM falls as Fly. Looks like he's going to get dive back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that Tiny? There he is with the BKB. Already the Mega Creeps come out though.
Oh.
And Tomato, this will be the last stand for him.
He's
trying to get back to base, but a triple kill for Pure will put an end to this game. Make it an Ultra. Man, what a performance from 1W.
No, these honestly, these guys are good. Most people know it. Most people can also now see it. If you're paying attention to this game.
is done.
I really like what Pure did this game on the TA. I think this is definitely what it can look like. I think it was very cool itemization.
Yeah.
Like the specialist array into just playing the map nicely. I think also all their lanes just kind of going the way you saw VP
knocked out of groups.
put like
They will not be making it to playoffs for next week.
Didn't really happen.
And this is it for Dota 2 for them. They're out of the club series.
9-1 end game for 33. BZM 8-1. Pure 7-0. So 2 deaths between all 3 cores. Pretty damn good.
1W is so good, dude.
Unfortunately,
they have such a good
get
team.
this game started.
I think, if anything,
the landing stage was just a disaster.
They keep playing like this.
But it's also when you
with
see
the speed that they're at,
you know in the second
they probably
phase,
could win the championship this year.
Largo, and if there's a high chance for a Largo, there's a high chance for a Storm and for an Ember. I don't think they were really ready for it, and I think with some of the early game movement, I think that 1W just got the better of them. I think Pure had a super strong foothold on the bottom lane. Also, can't forget that Whitemon had a triple kill to start the game out, so half the heroes are like.
All right.
I didn't mention Whitemon ends the game 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, guy's good. You know,
okay, so
starts the game with a triple kill, gets a single kill after the fact, and never dies. Not bad.
Just hard for them to make plays. I think afterwards, we also all know like BZM Ember is kind of something you do have to fear, and also the way they played around the map together on 1W was
and
of
here
course.
Is that triple kill.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like you have like Earthbird is blocking the wave, Lycan is blocking the wave, so you probably want to be like a bit more defensive here, but you know, 1W, they just make full use of it.
And Whitemon leading the charge for his team.
Wait, did they also get 4? I don't know how many bounties they got, but in the clip I now just saw Pure got 2, and then they got at least 1 more. So they had a triple kill and also bounty rune.
Alright, y'all. This should be the last group stage game for today.
Plus 2,000 gold. No big deal.
Yeah.
Abed in this series. Yeah. Well, he'll have another chance, of course, as we go to the stage for an interview.
Oh, VP will be playing next week. Okay, group stages will continue next week. They have one more game against OG Sports, Oxygen. Oh, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good, Soy.
On the board, and more general questions to end this long day of Dota here. There's been lots of throwing by other teams during their own matches in the group so far, but you guys are super locked in and disciplined. Why do you think that's been the case in comparison to everybody else?
I mean, I don't think that you could say so after first map versus VP, because I definitely was doing some, you know, some dives and some tricks, basically.
Is that just to show off, or?
Let's call it tricks. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it just... Sometimes you just want to do something and you just want to end game fast, and you think that if you're gonna do something that doesn't really look good, but, you know, it could work. It's gonna work. But it's like, usually it doesn't.
Do you feel like in game 2 you want it to be a bit more flashy than you ended up being in the game? If you're talking about, you know, doing some more tricks.
I mean, I wouldn't say so. I think second game was like super free. We had like 3 top networks from minute 10. I mean, you can say the same about first game, but I think in second game we had much more lead than in the first one. And we had the right heroes, you know, we had the right heroes to end the game fast. That's why it was way easier than the first one.
It looks super clean, and look, you're in Group D. A lot of calling it this group of death in many ways. You got Yandex, LGD, and OG. Who do you think has the best shot of jumping out of this group alongside you?
I mean, definitely Yandex, right? They won a bunch of tournaments this season. I haven't watched their games, but I mean, they were looking good back then. Waiting for Yandex in upper bracket or something. I actually have no idea how this format works. Like, no idea. You just say that I have OG in group. That's cool. I had no idea. We'll see. We'll see. I'm waiting for Yandex, and that's kind of it.
Expected at this point with the way that they're performing anyways. You talked about their history. It's kind of it. Thank you very much, though. Pure congratulations on taking the win today. We'll send it back to our commentary desk to wrap things up.
All right. Well, today we learned that Pure doesn't know the format of the tournament, doesn't know who's in his own group.
Honestly, I respect it. Sometimes you just need to show up and play. You know, you depend on your coach. They do the homework. You just come up and you play. And if he plays like this, I wouldn't give a damn if he doesn't know who he's playing against.
That's true. Like, all that matters is the performance of the player.
Isn't that right?
What is that supposed to be?
I don't know. Just
what was that? You just touched my chin out of nowhere.
It's your beard. It's very nice. He told me to do that off camera, so I don't know exactly.
Okay, I'm not going to lie.
But yeah, what did you think of today?
These casters are pretty funny. This is group stage A. Keep these guys. These guys around. They're really good. They're really entertaining and they're really funny. I like their vibes. And I like his cat shirt. Kind of cool. Alright, so if you are new to the stream, hello. Welcome. My name is Hugh Lee 8. I am a co-streamer for the EWC representing North America. Some of the cool stuff that I like to do is to educate people on Esports World Cups and Esports itself, right? Esports is a pretty big thing in the world, and I run the biggest esports nonprofit here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Where is it? Okay. We're gonna do our T streams, and then we're gonna do our TV display. Alright, so just to go over it, my Dota 2 special people who are here specifically for Dota 2. Dota 2 is running in their group stages right now. Over the last week or two, just over the beginning of the week, they've been running over some games. Everyone's put it into separate groups, and in those groups they have to play. Win a certain amount of points, win a certain amount of games, then you're placed into playoff stages. After you, or survival actually. After you do survival stages, you are in a best of 1 bracket, and after those best of 1 brackets, you're being put into playoff stages. Or in playoffs, which would start next week, you'll be playing a best of 2. Double elimination bracket. After you hit to the double elimination bracket, that's where you can determine the final winner for the Esports World Cup and getting your chance of that prize pool for 2026. There's about $75 million on the line, which is kind of a bit, just letting you know. And the one big thing about this too, this also plays into a bigger role, which is the official EWC games and tournaments. And it points into a little club section. To explain the clubs, if you ever watched Harry Potter, you know those houses, Hogwarts houses. You got Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, stuff like that. You'll get points for your entire club itself. And then from there, they can win the championship trophy and the club trophy. Yeah, and you win additional money to your esports organization, which is pretty big. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it for today. This one is one of the last group stages. Let's try to zoom in and see if there's any group stages. These are some of the games that will be, or actually all of the games that will be a part of the Esports World Cup. Let me see. We are on Virtus Pro versus 1W. I think we are the final game, even though that game ended kind of pretty fast. Yes, we were the final game of today. Tournament does continue tomorrow. Alright, and I will be streaming tomorrow as well. So thank you guys again for watching. I'm going to be ending stream. Don't forget to hit that follow button, right? If you want to know when I'm streaming. I do a variety of other games, but I will be streaming for the next 7 weeks for a couple of these games that you see on the screen. And then, yeah, come stay with me. Come watch with me. Dota 2 is something that's been amazing in the entire community. Longest running game in esports, just as much as Counter-Strike. And it's something that I think we would be psyched to see of who's going to become the next champion next week. Alright, y'all. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Bye, y'all.